Good day. Welcome to another Atari 2600 gameplay video. Continuing my recent run of Sinistar gameplay. I had a vague memory that Sinistar might have been released for the 2600. In fact, it was not released, but it is out there as a prototype. So I had a quick go of it here. It is interesting. Let's get into it. So, given the somewhat limited control scheme, one stick, one button, they've in the prototype they've chosen to implement auto fire, which makes sense. So your stick controls your direction, and the game mechanic of shooting asteroids and picking up Cinnabons is intact. And Sinistar is on the radar, which they kept intact, interestingly enough. Oh, there's a tank. The crystals are these little sort of rectangular 2-pixel jobbies. I have 20 of them now, I think. I've been pretty successful. I think maybe I'm maxed out on them, actually. Maybe I will... Whoop. So these blue ones are the equivalent of the tanks from the arcade, and obviously the red ones are the worker drones. Uh-oh, that sounds like Sinistar's alive. He's represented by that yellow block on the radar, which I think, oh, I got stuck in the asteroid there. That was annoying. Where are you? I don't know if he has to be on the screen for me to shoot him or what. So when he collides with you, you're done. I'm not sure if I've done him any damage or not. I'm not at 14, 15. It seems like it might represent the number of bombs you have at the moment. Where'd he go? I have 5 left, I think. Come here, you. I think he might have to be on the screen. I'm out of bombs. Dang it. Okay, there, I've got some now. What? I don't know what those numbers represent. Okay, I think I got him. Look at me go. Very nice, very nice. So, I mean, the game seems to be complete, or does this now turn into an infinity thing? Maybe you weren't meant to defeat him. This does seem to be going on a bit long. And also I can't do anything but turn and shoot. So the sound is tapering off. The radar thing shows Sinistar passing by, but clearly it isn't. I can't go anywhere. Interesting. Well, I'm going to have to say, even incomplete as it clearly is, what am I? Left difficulty A. Maybe I'll change that and see if that changes anything. Typically, how do we reset here? Reload ROM. Reset. Pardon me. Oh, I still can't steer. What the heck? I guess I better reload the ROM. So there's the title screen again. A little bit of music, a little bit of worker drones flying around. As many as 4 of them, it looks like. Music isn't too bad for the 2600. Okay, well, let's give it another go here. I reloaded it and set the left difficulty to A. I don't know if that's going to make any difference in the gameplay. Typically, games are A is the harder of the settings available. The two set. the two settings available. Well, I am being successful at collecting the crystals, which is nice. I think the maximum is 20. That seemed to be what happened last time. And that's okay. I've got 20 now. I can seem to get stuck inside of things a little more. Yeah, okay. I suspect I'm maxed out. It's a little hard to tell what's going on with regard to the crystals. Okay, I think that means Sinistar's on the loose. Alright, I successfully got Sinistar, and basically looks like my momentum is just kept, and that seems to be the end of the game as far as playability goes. Well, it's a little unfortunate. However, that's what it is. I wonder if you can actually shoot the rocks at this point. Just out of curiosity, see what happens with that. Oh, no, I'm not going to get any rocks. There we go. Oh yeah, it hit the rock. That's interesting. Okay, so obviously it's broken at this point, and being a prototype, that's not a massive shock, but can I pause this? Yeah. Alright, so as I think I started to say, given the limitations of the 2600 hardware, that's actually a pretty impressive conversion, such as it is. Now, it's essentially complete. I mean, there's not much missing. I mean, a little better display of what's going on when you launch a bomb at Sinistar wouldn't hurt anything. But, you know, the core play elements are there. And, I don't know, there's probably a better way to represent what's going on with bombs and things at the top there, and how many pieces Sinistar has. It seems to be a little bit multiplexed in those two numbers, two white numbers up top underneath the score. But I'm not entirely sure how that works. And yeah, then carrying on to round 2, 1, 3, and etc. would also be a nice inclusion, instead of just going into a kind of a weird infinite mode of not much going on. Well, I don't know that there's a lot more to explore there, but thanks so much for watching. I hope you got some enjoyment out of that. I did. I was a little surprised to see how complete it actually is. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.